On 2K Sports, Brian Anderson here, joined by the Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. And they've got one player out of the lineup due to injury.
It's tough enough to win in this league when you're at full strength. Missing a cornerstone player makes it even harder.
We can't wait to see you at our next.
All right, let's check out San Antonio's starting lineup. At the forward slots, it's Vassell and Barnes. Fox at the 1 with Castle at the 2. And it's Wembanyama in at the 5. And for Boston, White and Brown are the wingmen. Then it's Sam Hauser. Then there's Peyton Pritchard. And it's Queta in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And coming into this game, Grant, is it fair to say this feels like it should be a blowout?
Well, on paper, that would be the assumption. But, B.A., this is why we play the games. Anything can happen, and any team can pull off an upset.
Now here's Fox. The 3. Queta pulls it in. Now Brown. For 3. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
The effort, the position, the timing, all there.
And add instincts to that. He can sense where the rebound's going to go. Now here's Fox. It's tipped. Vassell against Brown. First quarter of play, a minute in. Back to Pritchard. White with a screen on Fox. 5 on the clock. Good work defensively by Fox. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla. We talked about Victor Wembanyama and what he wants to see from his team defensively. And he said, I want to see us knock him off balance a little bit. Be tough, physical. That's how you get into his head, and that's how you frustrate him. Expect to see a lot of defensive aggression against Wembanyama tonight. PA?
Thanks for that, Allie. Now here's Brown. And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's foul number 2 for him. Sohan's checked in for San Antonio.
First team foul. San Antonio substitution number 10. Gary Sohan.
Down low. Here's Hauser. Banked it in off the glass.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for San Antonio. 4-point game. Sohan outside. Pass to Fox. Count it.
Beautiful move there from Fox. His speed and handles are a lethal combination.
The Celtics have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Well, Stan, Joe Mazzulla is a young head coach taking over on the Celtics bench in 2022.
Well, B.A., he's got a rare intensity about him. Certainly not afraid to think outside the box, and obviously the results speak for themselves.
They get the rebound. Here's Queta. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
And this is right in his wheelhouse, hitting the boards and cashing in.
Well, this is what he's known for, attacking the glass and getting some second chance points.
At the line with 1 shot.
And the Spurs willing to be patient with this rebuild, but when De'Aaron Fox became available, Grant, they did not blink.
Yeah, he's just too dynamic to pass up, and still young enough to grow with their core. Now it's about making the pieces click.
Now here's Fox. Sweet little floater. Fox has got his second basket of the game.
A slick move by Fox inside, finding a way to beat the interior coverage.
Pass to Queta. Here's Pritchard. The 3 is up. Rebounded by Castle.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Pritchard against Fox. Pritchard, the pass to Queta. Outside, Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. Spurs trail by 3. And out of bounds. The Celtics will take it. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Outside White. Fox against Pritchard. Back to White. Inside. It's tipped. Shot clock at 5. And he dunks it down.
Well, Castle got out in transition and ends up getting trusted with finishing the fast break, which he does.
Pass to Keita. And here's Brown. Here's Keita. And there's the call on Jeremy Sohan. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Pritchard against Fox. 6 to shoot. There's the triple. And that one is hammered home.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Here's Barnes. After the basket by Boston. And it's Fox missing. And here's White. No points so far. Brown. Vassell with the rebound.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And that's the kind of pressure Castle can put on a defense.
San Antonio shooting their initial free throws of the game here.
2 shots.
First one falls. And for all the optimism, Grant, the Spurs having to navigate some tough seas with health challenges.
Yeah, the legendary Greg Popovich moving to a front office role. Then Wemby suffering a blood clot too. Some trying times, but this team's foundation of togetherness has helped.
Walsh checked in for Hauser. Good on both.
You know, guys, this is an exciting young player. Stephon Castle does a little bit of everything. He hustles, plays defense, got a national championship in college, so he is a winner, too.
Now here's White. Stolen by Vassell. Blocked! And they get it back. Fast break. Here come the Celtics. Here's Brown. Again, the miss by Boston. San Antonio's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
Pass to Walsh. The 3 is up. Fires in the triple.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Fox. Back to Vassell. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron.
Well, this is Vassell's game. He can do that all day.
Pritchard against Fox. They set the pick. Here's White. Pass to Pritchard. And here's Brown for 3. Ooh, excellent D there from Barnes.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
So it's Boston now. The Spurs making their last shot. White for 3. They get it back.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. Fox with the ball. Pass to Castle. Vassell outside. Vassell, a screen on Pritchard. Three-pointer, Fox. Boston pulls it in. Here's Brown. He's scoreless. Here's Walsh. Outside, Brown takes a three. White can't hit.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Vassell passes to Fox. Back to Vassell. Picked up by Sohan. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
They're using his size well and putting some muscle behind his play. That's how Sohan gets to his shot inside.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. All right, Stan, Devin Vassell, a proven scorer, now with some experience under his belt. What do you make of him?
Well, he's definitely an interesting player, B.A. The important thing for him is focusing on taking more high-percentage shots.
Boston with some changes. Tillman's checked in for Cada. Boucher comes in for Jaylen Brown. And Simon has subbed in for Pritchard. A big group substitution here for San Antonio. Cornette's checked in for Barnes. Champagnie comes in for Vassell. Keldon Johnson, he's checked in for Castle. And it's Harper in for De'Aaron Fox. Here's Tillman. Now here's Simons. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Boston needs to get off a shot here. Boston, no good that time either. San Antonio leading. Pass to Harper. Here's Champagnie. Now Johnson. Cornette sets a screen. Fires for 3. And it's Tillman with a rebound.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's White. Now Boucher. Back to White. Tillman with a screen. To the paint. Oh, they get a hand on it. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Spurs. Boston making a switch here. Shireman's checked in.
Number 55, Taylor Shireman.
And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for San Antonio. Takes it inside. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Coming onto the floor for the Celtics, number 34, Max Schulman.
Boston trailing. And here's Simons. Still no points. Oh, wow!
Look out!
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
I mean, he's just so electric. Simons putting on a show.
Here's Harper from deep. Johnson. Nope, another miss. 0 for 2 to start the game. Pass to Boucher. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Walsh. Back to Simons. Clock at 6. From deep. Rebounded by Champagnie. The Spurs have gone 7 of 14 and looking in control. And he drops it in from the low post. And the Spurs lead by 2.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
Simons outside. Tillman with a screen. Again, Simons missing. For San Antonio, they've got 8 of 15 shots to go. Pass to Boucher from behind the arc. And he's missed his first 2 shots of the game.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Here's Johnson. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
Yeah, but Johnson has a skill for putting power behind his motion and forcing his way to a finish.
Now here's Boucher. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Simons. Shoots over Johnson. Boston, no good that time either.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert, but that time he just couldn't get it done.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. And they call an illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Simons against Fox. Simons outside to the middle. Outside Pritchard. Lets the 3 fly. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's the Spurs up 4. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. What do you guys think about San Antonio here in this one?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
Chris Boucher out there with Xavier Tillman. Then there's Peyton Pritchard. Then there's Anthony Simons. And it's Walsh in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Here's Harper. No luck on that one. Nice D from Pritchard. Simons outside. Outside Pritchard. And the basket by Tillman.
Talk about timing. That lead pass was right on cue.
On the wing, Fox. He's covered by Simons. Johnson a screen on Simons. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call. Boston on offense. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Fox against Simons. Back to Pritchard. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Harper. Pritchard, no good. And for the Spurs, they're shooting 53%. Good efficiency on offense so far. Johnson passes to Cornette. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you. The Spurs last season acquiring De'Aaron Fox. He said what this team struggled with are the things that I bring. Self-creation, being able to touch the paint, getting into the teeth of the defense and collapsing it. And regardless of how well I'm playing in a game, I still command attention. My guys never just leave me. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. San Antonio leading. Fox outside. To the paint. Ooh, they pick off the pass. Pritchard surviving the D. Pass to Boucher. Here's Tillman. Sohan covering. Here's Walsh. Just 5 to shoot. And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, my. That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Johnson passes to Cornette. Back to Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Well, everything Johnson does on the court, he does with force.
Pass Pass to Walsh. Back to Pritchard. Boucher outside. From outside the arc. No good, and that makes him 0 for 3.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Harper passes to Cornette. Left side Johnson. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And it's been an interesting ride of late for Keldon Johnson. Stan being asked to take on a number of different roles.
Well, B.A., some guys would struggle seeing their spot in the rotation and their minutes change. But Johnson takes it all in stride and puts the team first.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Brown, he's checked in for Boston. Derek White comes in for Simons. San Antonio also making some changes. Wembanyama's checked in for Cornette, and Olynyk is subbed in for Sohan. And Grant, when talking about certain players, we hear expressions like, he does the little things, or he does the dirty work. What does all that mean exactly?
You know, it's about what doesn't show up in the box score. Setting good screens, winning those 50-50 balls, hustling back on defense. Often, it's just as important as putting up those points.
And for Johnson, it's all about being consistent. When he does this, he's a major factor for this team.
Now here's Boucher, still without a bucket. Ooh, here's White on the drive. That one's good for 2.
Cunning drive by White. He saw a hole and took advantage.
Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Harper. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Spurs lead by 4.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Outside, Brown. Back to Pritchard. Nice ball movement by Boston. Pritchard with a screen on Olynyk. Pass to Brown. Let's go with a 3. That shot off.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Wembanyama against Boucher. Wembanyama down low. He hits it just before the shot clock expires.
You got to appreciate the consistency, night in and night out.
Brown against Johnson. Brown inside. He's scoreless. Now here's Pritchard, tightly guarded. Tillman. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board.
I mean, that's the shot to take. He just couldn't get it to go.
Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent gameplay.
In traffic, Wemby goes to work.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
Outside Pritchard. Pass to Tillman. Now Brown. Here's the 3. Again, the miss by Boston.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Here's Fox. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Peyton Pritchard picks one up. When you watch the Aaron Fox, is there anything that sticks out to you, Grant?
Well, B.A., this league has the best athletes in the world, and Fox looks like maybe the quickest guy out there on most nights. His change of direction is especially elite.
That free throw misses. Well, with the Aaron Fox, he may go through peaks and valleys, but he's always dangerous, Stan.
Yeah, B.A., sometimes you watch and think, this defense is doing a great job against him. And then he'll drop 15 and a quarter without even breaking a sweat.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Queta comes in for Tillman, and Simon is subbed in for Boucher. That one misses.
And that's surprising. He's usually automatic at the free throw line.
Stan, one thing about Jaylen Brown, he seems so composed out there.
Yeah, B.A., he's very calm. Doesn't waste energy. You love a player who's this focused and calculated.
Now here's Brown. Yet to see a basket. And here's Simons outside. Sends it home from three-point land.
Well, you see that quick release. And Simon right on the money.
Fox moving fast. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Fox has got 6.
And the advantage he has is clear. Just taking what the defense gives him right there.
Outside Pritchard. Puts up a 3. Rebound San Antonio.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Offensive rebound. And Fox powers it home.
Lift off there for Fox, showing how high up he can get.
Pritchard, the pass to Queta. Now Brown. There's Simons with a 3. San Antonio with a rebound. Vassell's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Barnes. Wembanyama, screen on Simons. Outside Barnes. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Hauser, he's checked in for Boston. Johnson, he's checked in for San Antonio. Now here's Simons. He's got 5. Here's the pick. Pass to Brown. Tries to break his ice. Wow, gutsy finish inside by Brown.
Terrific finish there from Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
Vassell outside. The kick out to Johnson. The 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. Brown with it. Pass to Queta. Now Simons. 3-pointer. Good to see it fall for him. Now 3 for 9.
That's a textbook catch and shoot. Simons got his feet lined up and was ready to go.
Vassell outside. Outside Barnes. Left block shot on the way. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Incredible work right there on the glass. Just doing all he can to extend that lead.
Hey, once you got him on the ropes, keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of hope.
Here's White. San Antonio getting their last shot to go. A minute 58 left to play in the half. Pass to Wembanyama. Wemby putting on a show.
Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy.
Simons deciding where to go with it. Over Castle. Another miss by Simons.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
Inside. Here's Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
He just pops up and puts it in. Wembanyama really is that tall.
Pass to Queta. Stolen by Wembanyama. Down low. And Barnes with a basket. The assist by Castle. And it's a 12-point Spurs lead.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. Must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
And the shot's good. Hauser's gotten his second bucket.
Nice read. Sets his teammate up. You like how they're sharing the ball.
San Antonio moving the ball around. Here's Wembanyama. Rebounded by the Celtics. Kid has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Pass to Brown. We've got 22 seconds left in the second period. To the inside. 5 to shoot. Stolen by Vassell. Left side Barnes. Now here's Wembanyama. With 4 on the clock. And the basket by Castle. Castle's got 6.
Action on the break has fueled them tonight. They're winning the transition battle.
Yeah, they did a great job of controlling the pace throughout the game and keeping the defense on their heels.
And so the San Antonio Spurs going into the break up 12. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. Back to the game after this break. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Here's Brown. So on the floor for the Spurs. Fox at the 1 with Castle at the 2. Barnes plays the 4 with Wemby standing tall in the middle. And it's Vassell in at the small forward position. Here's Keita. And here's Brown for 3. Victor Wembanyama grabs a board. Wembanyama's got his 5th rebound in this one. Castle against Pritchard. Out to Fox. Beyond the arc. Here's Wembanyama. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
First team foul. Shooting for San Antonio. Victor Wembanyama. 1 shot.
Stan, the big man, Victor Wembanyama, has set a new standard for shot blocking.
Yeah, look, B.A., we've had some great rim protectors in this league, but he can also do it on the perimeter. I've seen guys turn down 3-point looks because he's standing in front of them.
Now here's Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
A block by Wembanyama, and he'll lead the league in that category numerous times when it's all said and done.
Fox the pass to Barnes. Keita pulls it in. Keita's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. White the pass to Hauser. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Hauser's got 6.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Barnes a screen. Outside Wembanyama. And rejected. Up top, Brown. He's guarded by Barnes. Brown passes to Pritchard. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. San Antonio leading by 11. And there's the screen. Fox the pass to Barnes. Vassell outside. Fires from deep. Kept alive. Wembanyama with the easy two.
Yeah, terrific follow-through from Wembanyama, proving he has a good head on his shoulders.
Outside, Brown. Nice ball movement by Boston. Knocks it down from distance. He's got 5.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave him all alone at the arc.
Fox against Pritchard. Left side, Wembanyama. Back to Fox. Always attacking Fox.
A 6'3" point guard, Fox has solid size at the 1, and it really helps him out inside.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And Grant, offensively, Wemby has a lot of different options. Talk about his game.
Well, put simply, we've never seen a 7-footer with this array of skills. He's an efficient shooter from anywhere, and the length to just about ignore defenders. I mean, he's got it all.
On defense, San Antonio. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Oh, okay. We see you, Jalen. Strong in traffic.
Look, Brown's a great athlete. I love to see him work inside.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Victor Wembanyama is trying to gain strength, but he said it's important not to lose your mobility. So bulking up is not a good word. It's more being stable. That's the way to keep going. I don't need to bulk up. I need to get my core stronger. I need to get solid. Back to you.
That approach makes sense. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. And Boston has possession. Following that last three-pointer by San Antonio. Oh, look out! Wow!
Are you kidding? Yeah, we know Brown loves some aerial theatrics, and he really went all out there.
Spurs lead by 11. Castle outside. Vassell outside. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
Yeah, another thing they did well, running the floor. They've kept the pace high and pulled away with their transition offense.
And that one falls for Vassell.
Well, when you watch Vassell, it's easy to see why scoring comes so natural to him.
And he's good on the second. And he can't make it 3 for 3. Celtics trail by 13. It's Brown on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Again, Brown missing. And Fox has got the ball here for the San Antonio Spurs. Yep, that one's good. Barnes has got 8 points.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Now here's Hauser. 6 points for him. White with a screen on Fox. Back to Hauser. White for 3. Unable to get that one. Good work defensively by Castle. Barnes finds Castle. Out to the wing. Now here's Wembanyama. Defense right on him. Corner shot. And there are the Spurs with another bucket.
And the offensive skills of Wembanyama are a huge part of his high value. And nice to see him delivering.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Walsh is checked in for Boston.
That was Celtics entertainment.
Stolen by Vassell. And there's the rejection. Inside, here's Walsh. And he banks in the layup. Walsh has got 7.
It's always a great sign for this offense when Brown is making plays for others.
Here's Fox. 13 points in the game. Blocked! And that's out of bounds. Last touch by White. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Let's see if that block can amp up this team. I mean, they're looking for anything to get themselves going.
Boston on D. San Antonio moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. That's good from Fox on the assist by Barnes. And that's 15 points for De'Aaron Fox. Celtics trail by 17. Outside White. Back to Pritchard. Pass to Brown. The fadeaway. And it comes off the front of the rim. San Antonio has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. White against Fox. Pass to Wembanyama. The 3 from Barnes. They grab their own miss. And Wembanyama gets it to go.
As a coach, that would drive me nuts. Wembanyama is the first guy you need to get a body on.
Brown inside. He's guarded by Vassell. Basket's good. Brown's got 6 here in the quarter.
Can't argue with a chance like that. Give me more of those.
Castle outside. There's the 3. Queta pulls it in. Celtics trail by 17. Right side Brown. Shoots over Vassell. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. The Spurs have gone 50% from the field in the third quarter. 8 of 16. Oh! Wembanyama throws it down.
Yeah, on any given night, this is what Wembanyama. He can put on a one-man show.
Here's Queta. 11 points in the game. Back to Brown. Fades away. Another miss by Brown. San Antonio leading by 19. Vassell finds Fox. Right side Barnes. Wembanyama screen to the middle. Oh! Wembanyama throws it down.
Well, they expect this from him, and he's a big reason they're out in front right now.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. So San Antonio gone with almost an entire new group here. Sohan's checked in for Barnes. Champagnie comes in for Vassell. Johnson, he's checked in for Castle. And it's Harper in for De'Aaron Fox. Now here's Simons. Give him 8 points now. Looking to end this cold spell. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Here's Harper. Boston pulls it in. Here's Gonzalez. 1:49 left in the third quarter. Tillman with a screen. Down low. They swipe it. Oh, and a fast break for the Spurs. Here's Johnson. No good off the glass. Celtics trail by 21. Pass to Gonzalez. Here's Walsh. Boucher passes to Gonzalez. They still need this. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Here's Sohan. Simons with a rebound. And it's Simons with the ball for the Celtics. Lets it go from deep. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. Wembanyama's got his 16th rebound on the night. Here's Sohan. Boom! He jams it straight down.
A little raw skill-wise, but Sohan has that rare physical traits and a tremendous upside.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Boucher passes to Simons. And Anthony Simons has grown his reputation, but he still flies a little under the radar, Stan.
Yeah, he hasn't been in high visibility situations like an epic playoff game that puts you on everyone's map. But opponents sure fear him and respect him.
First free throw is good.
Well, you have to appreciate a high-octane player like Anthony Simons. He runs the floor and just outworks other guys every chance he gets.
The Celtics making a switch here. Shireman's checked in. And so Simons nails both of them. 34 seconds left in the third quarter. Wembanyama scanning the floor. There's the screen by Johnson. Outside Wembanyama. Pass to Champagnie from the arc. Yes! And it's Wembanyama picking up the assist. Champagnie's got 5 points.
Well, that's what they want to see. It's so important for Wembanyama to be on the same page with his teammates.
And here's Simons outside. Here's Boucher. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. San Antonio on top, just dominating this one. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Anthony Simons. Xavier Tillman is out there with Chris Boucher. Then there's Peyton Pritchard, and it's Walsh in at small forward. That's the Boston 5. Now here's Cornette. Here's Johnson. Uses the glass on the layup.
It's been an outstanding performance for them in just about every area.
Yeah, and to do it on the road, it shows how well prepared this team was coming into this contest.
Here's Walsh. Nice ball movement by Boston. And here's Simons outside. Rebounded by the Spurs. Johnson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Harper. Now Fox. The 3 ball. And it's Tillman with a rebound. 60 ticks off the clock here in the 4th. And for the Spurs, their shooting has been great this game. 58%. On the wing, Fox. He's covered by Simons. Fox, that's good. Fox has got 9 points here in the second half.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Pritchard, the pass to Boucher. And just about a minute and a half gone by in the 4th. Simons against Fox. 4 on the clock. And it's Simons missing.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Now here's Fox. Back to Sohan. Pass to Harper. Spurs need to get one up here. Fox for 3. Double team on Fox. Second chance effort. From downtown, hits a 3-pointer. Fox has got 5 points now in the quarter.
I like it. Setting up Fox that time, getting him something in rhythm.
Pass to Boucher. And here's Simons. Back to Boucher. And finished off by Boucher.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though. Now here's Johnson. Releases. Here's Cornette. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Some changes for Boston. Garza's checked in for Tillman, and it's Brown in for Walsh. Champagny, he's checked in for San Antonio.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Here's Brown. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
And he sinks the 11-footer.
Well, you got to know the scouting report on Brown. He's solid cashing in from the mid-range.
To the paint. And Harper with a basket on the assist by Johnson.
Tossing a pass to the interior. That's what you want to do. Get into the paint.
Brown inside. Soft touch off the glass. Brown's got 10 points here in the second half.
Well, that's where you want to be. Getting those easy money looks.
Cornette sets a screen. Drives to the hoop. Pass to Sohan. This one for 3. Nails it from 3.
Off the catch, Sohan is pretty reliable. He's a smart shooter, and he won't pass up those high percentage opportunities.
Now here's Pritchard. Down low. Here's Garza. Got a hand on it. Sohan outside. Pass to Harper. Here's Champagny to the middle. Takes the 3. Harper misses. And so it's Pritchard who brings up the ball for Boston. Clock at 6. Launches a 3. Sohan with a rebound. And and it's the Spurs ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Here's Harper. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Yeah, that's a nice dish. A lot of times the best way to put the ball in the right spot is with that bounce pass.
Now here's Pritchard. Here's Garza. Pass to Simons. Boston, no good that time either. The Spurs have gone 7 for 11 so far in the fourth. Here's Harper. To the inside. Simons with a steal. Outside, Brown. Wing shot on the way. Jump shot is good that time. Brown's got 6 here in the quarter.
Well, when Simons is making plays for others, this offense becomes even more dangerous.
Pass to Champagny. Now Johnson. Inside. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. And Boston with some changes. Queta comes in for Garza. And Derek White subbed in for Boucher. Olenek's checked in for San Antonio. McLaughlin comes in for Harper.
One shot.
Boston has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Outside, Brown. Drains the triple.
Well, you know, when Brown's hitting the 3, it really opens up this offense.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Pritchard. Pass to Olenek. Out of bounds. It'll be Celtics ball.
Well, it shows you how crucial communication is. They clearly weren't on the same page there.
Hauser, he's checked in for Simons. San Antonio also making some changes. Sohan's checked in for Cornette. Bryant comes in for Champagny. And it's Harper in for McLaughlin. The Celtics have gone 5 of 11 so far in the fourth. Outside Pritchard. They set the screen. From deep. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got 8 rebounds in the game. Pass to Sohan. Bryant outside. Screen by Olenek. From deep, Harper. Rebound Boston. Brown's got 6 rebounds here tonight. White looking it over. Outside, Brown. Three-pointer, Pritchard. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Brown's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Harper. On the take. He gets it in there.
And getting where he wants to go, Harper's drive can be so sudden.
Here's Queta. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. Here's Harper, defended by Pritchard. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
And as slippery as he is, the defense has to play Harper tight. He gets him an and one here.
One thing people notice about Dylan Harper, he loves to get going downhill.
Yeah, he delights in bullying his way through a defense, using a blend of speed and size to get to where he wants to go.
Champagny, he's checked in for Bryant.
One shot.
And the free throw, no good.
And when Dylan Harper's dad, Ron, won 5 NBA titles, he was a great player, and I think a lot of that competitiveness rubbed off on Dylan.
And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for San Antonio. Pass to Harper. Now here's Olynyk. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Smart play by Olynyk. Fouled in the act.
Shooting for San Antonio, Kelly Olynyk, taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, offensively, Olynyk is more than just a jump shooting big. He's a solid playmaker for his position, and he's especially effective running dribble handoff actions.
The Spurs making a switch here. Waters checked in. Hits both from the stripe. Here's Brown. There's a screen. And Brown with the stuff.
What a flush. Great athleticism from Brown.
Here's Harper, defended by Pritchard. Pass to Waiters. Here's Harper, 6 to shoot. And the 3 off target. And here's Brown. Here's Keita. Fires the 3. White, good.
Look, shooting off the catch is something White's become really good at.
And for San Antonio, they're shooting around 59%. They've been outstanding on the offensive end. Here's Harper. Ooh, give him his 5th make of the game in 10 attempts.
If the defender is giving him that much space, the points are inevitable.
Pritchard with it. Outside, Brown. There's a screen. Driving inside. Pass to White. The 3 is up. Offensive board. Keita lays it up and banks it in. Keita's gotten 4 this quarter.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Spurs.
Well, I have to comment on their strong performance tonight at the charity stripe.
And it might have won them the game. The ability to draw fouls and capitalize can be a real difference maker.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah, you know, he was a man on a mission in this one. The defense had absolutely no answers for him tonight. Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
52 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter of this one. Here's Harper. That one's wide left.
Yeah, that's a missed opportunity. Great look, just couldn't finish.
Here's Keita. Good. And Brown gets the assist.
One positive takeaway, at least they're finally showing signs of life out there.
Yeah, a loss stings a little less if you at least feel like you put up a fight, but only a little less.
Outside Olynyk. Pass to Harper. Uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
Brown can't hit. Here's Harper. So we see the Spurs taking the W here. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that about wraps it up. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Ali LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.